Dear students, I would like to explain the how to draw the hexagonal nut, later square nut like that. So I will show you. This is a bolt having the nuts here. So this is what is called hexagonal nut. It is in hexagonal shape, and just see, observe it. It is a bolt having two nuts, and it is also having washer here. It is a bolt head, so entire bolt length, and here we are having two nuts. They are in hexagonal shape. I will show you bigger hexagonal nut over here. This is how you have to do it. So I am taking some example of bolt dia. This dia, bolt dia is 30. So this bolt dia I am taking 30, and I would like to draw this hexagonal nut. Later we will see about square nut. So I am drawing, just see, XY line, so front view I am about to take on above XY line, top view below XY line, and side view also I will take accordingly. Just see the proportions related to hexagonal nut. The major or nominal diameter of the bolt is, let us say, D, capital D, and this is what I am saying. This is inside part, or otherwise this bolt dia. So is the D. Thickness in the sense this will be the thickness. So this will be the thickness of the nut, that is T, that is equivalent to dia of the bolt. Then width across the flats. Width across the flats in the sense these are all called flats. When we are taking the distance like this, it becomes the corners, right? Then radius of the chamfer. Radius of the chamfer in the sense it is hexagonal nut, but if you are seeing circle is visible here. The circle is visible. That how you have to draw it, I will show you. I am taking for example the dia of the nut is equivalent to dia of the bolt is equivalent to D is equivalent to 30 mm. So this is XY line. I am about to take front view above XY line, top view below XY line. So then I am drawing X1 Y1 line also by considering to draw a side view. So here how you have to proceed is draw dia of the I am starting with front view. Draw dia of the bolt. So its center also I am indicating. This is, we know, this is capital D, and we know it is dia D. It is dia D. It is thickness, that is also equivalent to D. Then the extension, what is called here, if you see this portion, it is D by 2. That is, it is 30 we are taking, here also we are taking 30. Then the extension is D by 2 we have to take here. It is D by 2. Here also it is D by 2. Right? That is 15. So it is 30. Then you extend it. So identify the place where we are comfortable here. This is I am taking. Then now width across the flats, we know it is according to proportions, it is 1.5 D plus 3. That is, when D is equivalent to 30, we are getting width across the flats is 48. 48 means from this part to this part, this place to this flat to this flat is 48. So I am measuring 24 upper side, 24. Here also I am taking 24, right? Like this. Now you extend the line like this, extend the lines like this. Now you extend the front view to top view with the 2 H lines like this, till this point, and you can also extend to bottom flat. So we are going to have like this, Then we extend these lines, extend these lines. Now already we are having this part here, this flat, and this part. Join this part with this part with this part, and this point to this point. Likewise, we are going to have hexagon, and with this diameter, draw this circle over here. Draw this circle over here. Then you draw the 45-degree line over here. 45-degree line over here. Then take this as the radius. Draw the chamfer line. Draw the chamfer line like this. Then, so if it is 30, we are having the threads. If it is 30, we are taking here, let us say, the pitch is 10% of this 30. That is, pitch is 10% of 30 means 3. Minus 3 it is pitch. So, the inside diameter of the thread profile is 27. Take 27, draw one more circle which is having threads. So, here we have to observe it. Outside circle is cut. This portion we have to cut, part we have to remove. And here also same, extend these lines, draw the hidden lines about the threads. Then we have to draw the radius of the chamfer. Take radius of the chamfer, r is equivalent to 1.5d. You measure 1.5d is 45. From here measure it down, it is 45. So it is, let us say, from this point to this point is 45. That is 1.5d. So take 1.5d, you just have the arc like this. Then extend these points here like this and like this. Now identify the midpoint, identify this point here, the center point above this part, and you join it. Draw the freehand curve with French curve like that. Likewise, this side also do the same thing. Join this part, this part, this point, you are getting like this. Join this flat face like this one. This is how we are going to have it. About the side view, extend the lines. Then we rotate it. Like this. You have the extension from front view. Here also we are going to have the line with rotation. This has the center, just rotation. We are going to have like this. We are getting the side view like this. Then about this this radius of the chamfer, extend the lines. Do it like this. Then you have this center, this center, extend the lines about these pitch lines, extend these lines, pitch lines like this. Now the pitch lines 27. Here about this radius of the chamfer also we have to do it. You extend this, extend the lines from side view, So now this point and this point and this point we know it, and just we take 1.5d from bottom. See that this point and this point or this point they are going to join. So join it like this. We are going to like that. This is how we are going to. You just make it neatly here. This is how we are going to have its front view, top view, and side view. Thank you. Now just I am practicing. Please come.